let's chat about fraud and residential property management. Now, those of you who are agents and those of you who are licensed, if you've already done your CPD for the 2022 CPD year, we talked about, and it's one of the compulsory topics in CPD, is cyber security. And there's also a topic on privacy, and they overlap a lot. But in terms of the cyber security, there's almost every single class that we're running at the moment, there is someone in there that at some level has been hacked. I guess is the common word to be used, or what type of cyber scam, whether it's phishing or whatever it has been. And there was the news just recently about the couple of cases in Western Australia, where tenants who are desperate to get somewhere to live, and there's a lot of people now talking, and the tenants union are talking about it a lot, about the lack of available property for tenants. And tenants are looking at whole other ways of trying to find tenancies, and that brings, that's wrought with fraud within itself, of course, because we all want our tenants and our landlords to use agents, because that's what we're all good at. But that aside, one of these frauds was actually through an agency where someone had taken control of the agency's emails. They had been accepted for these people had been accepted for the property, and at the end of the day, they were told those emails were taken control of or hacked into, and another email was sent out, not from the agent, saying, here to secure the property, pay your bond, pay your 2 weeks in advance, and make sure, and here's the account to put it into. Obviously, it was not the agency's account, and, that person had lost in excess of $10,000. So that's really scary for people who are looking for somewhere to lease. And there was a whole backstory to that particular story that, it was across the press. And if you've read it, it's really quite sad that this, young mum was trying to find somewhere and had lost, all of her savings that she had ready to move into a new property. So, and there were other stories that we've heard of similar situations. Certainly the ones, people are using Gumtree or other places to find properties, and the properties don't even exist. So maybe that's just a piece of education. Bring your tenants along for the ride as well, to remind them why they use an agent. Is, when they're using Gumtree, there's no trust account, there's no recourse, there's no, does the property really exist? There's so many different fraudulent activities that can occur from a cybersecurity perspective. So, guys, if you haven't done, that aside, one, make sure you've got cyber insurance would be my recommendation. Secondly, make sure that you start maybe putting in a process where you're asking if tenants are putting money into your trust account for advance rent or bonds, if that's the process you're using, then maybe it's about you ring them with the account number rather than putting it in, and you tell them that in their application forms and on your website that you will ring them with the account details. It's the best advertisement ever for rental bonds online. So it's taking that away from your trust account, it's taking it away from everywhere else, and say, here, go online, here's your link, do rental bonds online. So then you're just looking for that, the advance rent. So, lots of different ways, making sure that the processes that are within your office are as safe as they can be, and do some, internal cyber training, just in terms of what are the types of things you should be looking for. Lots of different tests you can do that you can find online. We've got on our YouTube channel, the Australian College of Professionals YouTube channel, we've got 4 videos up that our external IT people from Chill IT have done for us about, and specifically looking obviously at the property industry. We've asked them to do a few videos there, and so there's some really good videos on what you should be looking for and how you can make sure that you protect yourself as much as you possibly can. Obviously, there's no way of protecting yourself fully, because we just don't know where the next scam's coming from. Just be eyes wide open and looking for that all the time. So, and obviously reminding your landlords and your tenants why they should use you as an agent, because you are protecting that for them as far as you can.